The story of the Ptolemaic rulers of Egypt is an allegory for all regimes, including Rome, their nemesis. This book's title does not mean that the Ptolemaic pharaohs were doomed to destruction from self-inflicted wounds and the merciless brutality of an opportunistic Roman Empire. Instead, the earlier Ptolemies, which means both male and female rulers, met the challenge of state-building with aplomb, imagination, and accomplishment. But they and their successors ruled in febrile times. From the outset, the new Egypt was at war with one or more of the other Hellenistic kingdoms which enervated them all. The ceaseless posturing and fighting and the maintenance of an extravagant court were ruinously expensive. What matters in life is not what goes right, but what goes wrong and how one deals with that. Despite proving more resilient than their rivals, the Ptolemaic rulers were increasingly confronted by other challenges, including rebellions at home and the rising power of Rome, and their own descent into murderous family feuds and power games. They turned to Rome for help and to intercede in their affairs, but became dependent on the Romans to stay in power. A dangerous combination of accumulating factors led to their fall, and finally, the annexation of Egypt by Octavian in 30 BC. By the late 4th century BC, classical Greece was giving way to the Hellenistic era. This term defines the politics, culture, and art of the Greek-speaking kingdoms and autonomous cities across territory now known to us as Greece, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Turkey, and Syria. They were clustered around the Aegean, the Black Sea, and the Eastern Mediterranean. Athens, once the shining star of intellectual and political development, was on the wane, shattered by the Peloponnesian War, 431 to 404 BC, against Sparta. The dominant power in the area was Macedon, first under Philip II, ruled 359 to 336 BC, but, far more importantly, under his son, Alexander III, the Great, ruled 336 to 323 BC. Carthage, a trading settlement founded by the Levantine Phoenicians in what is now modern Tunisia, was the major naval power in the western Mediterranean. The Persian Empire's greatest days were long past, knocked back by the Greeks in the 5th century BC. Under Artaxerxes III, 359 to 338 BC, Persia looked briefly to be on the brink of a revival with his recapture of Egypt.